What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be jumping into the new Supreme Magnificent Battle Gathering of Super Warriors Edition. So it looks like for stage 1 here, we have a couple of missions. We're first going to have to clear the stage, and then we also have to clear it with a special condition, which is to use a full team of Dragon Ball Seekers. Now, that is butt cheeks, we already know. Dragon Ball Seekers is a very, very limited category. Fortunately for us, we do have Daima Goku, so we've got a good leader there. This is what I was able to come up with for Dragon Ball Seekers, so hopefully this is going to be good enough to take this first stage down here. As we know that these first stages of Red Zones are usually pretty weak comparatively to like their final stages and stuff, but that isn't always the case, and it is the 10th anniversary. Now is the time for them to make exceptions if they're ever going to, right? I suppose I should... yeah, I definitely can't back out and restart at this point because we have limited attempts per day. But I suppose I should put the sound on so we can, like, listen to animations and watch intros and things like that. Let me see here. Options, get the sound up, so we turn the animations on. Cool. And then I've got a little slider on the side of my phone that has to be clicked on as well. Perfect. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so we've got Dokkan sound live now. We should be good to go. All right. So yeah, I guess we just let Daima Goku tank all the attacks here. Should get some decent dodging in, which will definitely be helpful for him. Get some build-up going in this first turn here. Hopefully we don't just flatten this first phase. I'm kind of hoping that he survives the turn. Yeah, maybe. It looks like he probably will. Because remember, both of our Daima Gokus hit very, very weakly at the beginning of the fight, right? So even though we do have that type advantage to work with, we're still not overpowering the enemy. Bulma out here doing more damage than either of the Daimas. Okay, as long as we don't get an additional or like crits or anything, I think we should be okay to have him live. Okay, cool. But yeah, the reason I want him to live is because all these attacks right here are going to help build up Daima Goku, right? We are going to be stacking... Yes, sir. Man, Glorio's intro theme is so hard. It's better than any of the 10th anniversary OSTs. The 10th anniversary OSTs are so bad. Like, the majority of them are horrible. I think the Super Saiyan 4 Goku has, like, a couple that are listenable, and, like, all of the Vegeta ones are just, like, completely disappointing to me. Yeah, that might just be a me thing. But yeah, my vision is not clouded. These OSTs are so bad for the 10th anniversary. I'm not impressed at all. Anyways, okay. So we'll put our Glorio in the back slot there. Perfect. We can get... Oh, actually, just because we can, we should check. Okay, so it looks like she does have... Wait, does she have guard up? Okay, so she has... Oh, it's the damage reduction rate. Right. Great chance of damage reduction rate, 77%. And there's no other damage reduction built into her kit. I believe it's that one, right? The little... You can't see where I'm clicking, but it's the very middle symbol of those 5. The arms crossed with the boost up, I'm pretty sure means that part is active of her kit. So she would be safe to put in slot 1. But I am going to put Goku there. That's totally fine. Let's remember that Bulma heals with rainbow orbs. Not that we really need the healing, but just something we'll factor in for like the later portion of the fight. Oh, man, maybe we should have put her up front. Uh-oh. Oh, well, we got the dodge off anyway. That's good. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so unfortunately, we're only going to have the one Glorio going around. That is kind of the way that Glorio is balanced, is that, you know, unless you're running his team, you've only got one of him, and he does want to be in slot 3, so that's going to force him off rotation a lot, and you're not going to have him, like, around consistently. Granted, his support does last the 3 turns, so you at least have the support up. permanently, but we just don't have him as an available card to use, because obviously he does a lot of damage and stuff as well. Okay, let's try and keep these orbs available to select for Bulma. That'll work. And that's 7? No, it's only 6. Shoot. Okay, 7 is nice because then she gets the guaranteed additional super, right? Which just helps buff her defense and do a little bit more damage. All right, this is a very heavily supported turn. It's funny, this team is kind of full of a lot of support, and other than basically Glorio and then like a built-up Daima there's really no like attack power on this team much at all. So yeah, it's kind of rough. Kind of very rough. I can't imagine how hard these Dragon Ball Seekers missions they've been adding have been for people that don't have the Daima units. Like, they are by far the best units on Dragon Ball Seekers, and they are absolutely carrying the Dragon Ball Seekers team right now, aside from Bulma, right? But again, she isn't, like, damage dealing, right? You can't just depend on Bulma and then have a bunch of crappy cards around, because her support doesn't last long enough for her to, she would have to, like, always be on rotation, and then also because she's not doing enough damage on her own to, like, deplete the enemies before, you know, your weaker characters would get KO'd or whatever, right? Okay, I think we'll go ahead and keep the Gokus linked up together, just so we can have a couple more links active. And then we'll keep the Dragon Ball Goku in the middle, because he's going to be linking with all of our Dragon Ball third slot units, I guess. And then obviously Daima Goku is a better slot 1. Okay, I didn't even bother looking at any of the enemies, you know, like, I don't even know, like, what enemies we're facing, how many phases this fight is. I didn't look at the enemies' skills or abilities or anything. I just hopped straight in blind, just to see where we would end up. So hopefully that doesn't bite us in the ass too hard. Obviously the main thing that would be a huge problem is if there's a dodge canceling phase at some point, because both Daima Goku and Glorio kind of need to dodge. Yeah, honestly, like, the tech Bulma is built full dodge as well. Honestly, most of these cards probably would service from dodging, so I don't know. That could be pretty problematic. I think it would be really, really rude of them to do that for a stage that they made a Dragon Ball Seekers mission for. I'm assuming that the reason they made a Dragon Ball Seekers mission is because this is incredibly easy. And if you were to use any of the meta teams in the game right now, you would just absolutely womp through this event, which so far is what we're seeing. We're still one-turning every phase of this fight, right? Just about. Just about. Okay, so it's not going to be 7 orbs for Bulma this time, unless... Oh, actually, we did just get lucky. Okay, cool. So we'll grab all of these. Okay, it looks looks like, unfortunately, we're going to have some type disadvantage attacks because of where I placed my, my selections. Not a big deal, though. We are fine. Okay, it looks like this Daima Goku is basically fully built up at this point. 12 million's not the greatest. Okay, okay, so now we've got type advantage here. If Ox King doesn't die, that's honestly a better thing, because then Glory will be attacking with type neutral as opposed to type disadvantage. He's probably going to be attacking the Chi-Chi anyway, though. He's about to do so many attacks here, right? We're probably still going to finish the phase. I would assume that of the two, the Ox King is the one that had the more HP. So maybe like 2 additional supers and we'll probably take down the Chi-Chi. Though it might depend on the crits that we get, because again, we do have type disadvantage here. Oh, we didn't even take down Ox King with that first attack. Okay, that's not great. Well, maybe she will survive. Maybe she will. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, it would be the best thing if she did survive, because then it would give us our first turn of no Glorio. Would be, you know, like a free turn that we end the fight immediately, and then we get to move on to our next rotation. So at the beginning of the next phase, we would only have 1 turn before we get Glorio back. Yeah, and it looks like that is exactly what's about to happen. Awesome. Okay, so we don't need to use any active skills or anything yet. I think we'll be fine without. So let's do that. Select these, and then I guess I'll get all the reds for some same type orbs. Get us back that 1% HP that we were missing. And then if we get a dodge, yes. So now we end the phase at actually 100% HP. Very good, very good. Alright, sweet. Okay, again, I still don't know what the final phase is going to be. We have been running through all of the super class units in Dragon Ball Saga. Let's see, did we fight a Goku yet? I can't even remember if we fought against a Goku. I don't think we did. So maybe it's going to be, yeah, because now we've gotten to Kami House, right? So you know, we've got the Kid Krillin, the Master Roshi, and the launch, but there is no Goku here. So maybe Goku is going to be the last person that we fight. That would kind of make sense, would it not? Okay, maybe we could start launching some active skills here. Why not? Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do it. I guess we'll just start with Roshi. Okay. Oh, wow. He survived that with like 1 HP. Interesting. I don't want to use Bulma yet, just in case. That is a really powerful active skill. I feel like I would feel silly if we, you know, ended up needing that later and we just kind of wasted it right here. I really don't think we're going to need it at all right here is the main thing, right? Okay, let's do this. There's a specific reason why I just did what I just did. And then we'll do this. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I don't want either of my harder hitting attacks to be wasted on finishing off the Roshi. I think with the way I set this up, if I get lucky with crits or additionals... Oh, I guess, yeah, if he wasn't fully built up. Maybe he built up separately from getting hit and getting dodges, but it's not just like one stack of buildups until you're done. That's probably what it was. Like, he kept getting hit, so he wasn't building up anymore, but now that he's dodging more, he's building higher. But yeah, I wanted a better shot of, like, finishing off this stage in one turn, though... Yeah, I guess the AGL launch has a little bit too much HP there, huh? Okay, well, no big deal. We should finish off Roshi right here, then. Nice, we dodged the super. That's what's important. Still haven't really found out how much damage things do, and that's okay. Okay, so we've got Glorio here now. Obviously, we don't really need to use these actives. I'm probably just going to skip using the actives for this turn as well. We've got enough damage here. We should just be able to finish everybody off pretty easily. We'll go for launch here, and then we'll go type advantage with the Goku. Yeah, that'll work. And then Glorio. Okay, perfect. Yeah, again, I can't imagine. I mean, I guess everybody that's running for the Dragon Ball Seekers mission is going to be able to use, like, Daima Goku as a friend lead, potentially, because he just does have the straight-up Dragon Ball Seekers leader skill. You know, unfortunately, I wasn't able to use Glorio. Obviously, I would have rather used a Glorio team, but there is a very, very limited number of units that cross over between any of the 3 leader skills that Glorio has, right? With Demonic Power, Battle of Wits, and... what is the other one? Battle of Fate? Yeah, Battle of Wits and Battle of Fate. Yeah, of any of those, there's only like 3 or 4 cards that are runnable at all. that are also on Dragon Ball Seekers, right? So, oh, okay. Interesting. So we have some character locking going on here. Daima Goku just got locked in the 2nd slot. Okay, so now is a time where we could maybe halt and question if now is the best time to use this active, or if we should continue to wait. I feel like we should still continue to wait. I mean, she's got, like, a lot of damage reduction. I mean, we're at turn 7, right? Yeah, we're past turn 7, so she's got 77% damage reduction. I think we'll be okay just selecting the orbs right here. Let's just do this. Yeah. I think we'll be alright. Oh, we got the Dokkan attack here. Whoops. Man, the new... that's such a really, really, like... They need to redesign it. I think it's kind of funny that, like, one of the main changes they made for Dokkan 2 was, like, the in-battle, like, screen, right? Like, just mainly, like, all the stuff you see down at the bottom. And they changed it up so much. And I feel like they did add some good things to there, but not for free, right? It wasn't like they just added good things. They also took away a lot of good things that we had and made them worse, right? Like, now you can't see the fractional HP. While you can see the percentage you're at, you can only see the current number you're at and the percentage you're at. You can't see what your maximum pool is, which I don't like very much. I think that that's just, why take away information, right? Especially when what you have sitting right next to the HP is just a big giant black space. You might as well have kept the fraction in there, right? And then on top of that, they made the numbers smaller, so now it's like harder to see, and you have to squint at it to even know what the heck you're looking at. And then same thing with the Dokkan gauge. They changed the animation for it, and they made it a lot smaller, so now it's like even more impossible than it was before to tell exactly when the Dokkan attack is going to proc, so that's unfortunate. I think the same way that they have added a little indicator next to the HP to give us an idea of exactly where we're at, there should be a charge counter next to the Dokkan gauge so that you know exactly how many charges left until you, until you fill up that Dokkan meter. That would be a very, very welcome change in my opinion. Okay, surely we've got to be at the end of Dragon Ball Saga now. We are currently on a 23rd World Tournament Goku, because yeah, if we're looking at an adult version of Goku, or a quote-unquote teen version of Goku, then we are definitely at the end of Dragon Ball. So I imagine the only unit that could possibly come after this, if this is not the final phase of this fight, would be a Demon King Piccolo. So maybe we save, okay, I guess we save the active skill for one more turn then. That's the final answer, because there's a potential for there to be one more phase after this, right? No big deal though. Okay, we'll get the support active with Path to Power Goku. Awesome. Alright, and we should be good to go. No dodge canceling or anything like that to speak of. Oh no. Oh, okay, so he can stun us. Okay, big unfortunate. We didn't actually get to take advantage of that damage. Oh, wow. Okay, and this guy has evasion ability as well. I guess I did catch that. I saw his little evasion symbol above his HP bar there. So makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate that we missed out on that damage with Daimogoku. Maybe I should have used the active skill. He probably would be KO'd right now. No big deal, though. That is quite all right. Okay, so, obviously, we're going to set up the rotations like this again. And then I think, yeah, yet again, I will forfeit the actives. I'm just trying not to get KO'd here. I feel like it would be a really, really silly situation if we, blew all the actives early, and then there was like an extra phase to the fight we weren't prepared for, and then we don't have anything to protect ourselves, and we end up taking some ridiculous super with Daimogoku, and then we get KO'd, right? Don't want it to happen. So I'm just going to save the actives, and that's quite all right if we, if the final phase of this is here, or if the next phase is just not strong enough that it can survive all the actives and we don't get to use them all. It's totally fine. All of these characters are characters that I use very, very commonly these days when I'm taking on challenge content, because I absolutely love Glorio and Daimogoku and Bulma. So the fact that I commonly get to use them all on the same team is very nice. But yeah, so that's why I wasn't too stressed about missing the intros. For that first turn, we missed out on the intro for Daimogoku and for Bulma, but I have depicted them on the channel so many times over the past couple months. So I'm sure that we are fine not seeing them this time. Okay, yeah, perfect. I'm glad I didn't use the actives, because it's the Glorio turn, right? He's going to finish off anything that you leave behind. Oh, okay, so that was the final phase against Goku. Well, I guess we could have used some actives, but whatever. It's totally fine. I am not worried about it. So there we go. That was stage 1 of the Supreme Magnificent Battle. The new one that we've got here, Gathering of Super Warriors Edition. Complete. There we go. We got our missions complete, and it only took us 1 try, so we still have our remaining 5 attempts for the day. Very, very good. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!